Hello and welcome back to another game between LGD and DK. We are watching the International 3 where DK is using reserve time to think about their first ban. Of course, this is a basically a best of two, or at least two games between each two teams in the groups. We are watching Group A, LGD. One game behind in this series. DK is going to look to make it a 2-0 and be a dominant in the entire group. And LGD, of course, wanting to share that first place with DK by winning this matchup. Of course, I am joined once again by Beatis. Beatis, welcome back.
Hello.
Hello. So LGD...
DK,
yeah?
DK proving that they're here to win and they're prepared.
Yes.
You keep going on about Wisp, and the thing that I was just thinking of was, what if they're trying to save Wisp for the main event?
True.
DK knows that they're a strong team. They expect to be able to get top 2 in their group without having to use their best strats, most likely. Yeah, that's what they're hoping for, at least. So they might just save Wisp for the main event to try and catch their first opponent off guard, because every win in the winners bracket is huge. So that could be something that they just hold on to. Or, you know, they could just say screw that and pop it off right here in this game. So you never really know.
Well, so far he's still in the pool.
Thing.
But then again, I was not expecting it to see it banned in the first banning phase. We have LGD banning out Bat Rider, that's a fairly standard one. Alchemist, same story. Dragonite and Lifestealer, two heroes that DK had in the previous game. They
yes,
the
two heroes that were first picked by DK in the previous game, and OD first pick, wow.
We still have a Treant in the pool if they want to go for that again.
Yeah. LGD probably going to be picking up the, whatchamacallit hero? Visage. I can't believe I forgot his name. He's been picked pretty much every game ever in this event. She's just so powerful. I feel like we haven't really seen the power of Visage though, because these games have been really defensive and tactical and well thought out. And teams aren't just... There's not many clashes in a game. So many team fights going on.
I wonder what happens, like, I mean, it seems like all teams want to play it safe, so all teams are kind of okay with that maybe more passive play. What happens when a team decides to go aggressive, like maybe LGD in this game, the Beastmaster? We saw Zao8 in the first game that they played today up against MUFC with a Beastmaster on him. He was able to make a lot of kills happen the moment that he made 6.
Yep. Zao8 that game did a standard roam to Sylar's lane, kill Sylar's lane, and it worked out wonderfully for LGD that game. So I'm surprised to see LGD pick up Chen, mostly because you usually don't see the Chinese teams playing with Chen. They go with 2 supports instead of a jungling support.
Whoa!
Wow!
I wish my internet was working, because then I would tweet it out, but Timbersaw. Now there is something different, and I mean, it's not like the hero was gonna get banned out or anything like that. Yeah. So they could have saved it to last.
Timbersaw early. I think I read somewhere that they picked Timbersaw earlier today.
Oh, up against Dignitas then?
Dignitas, yeah, I think. I'm not 100% on that, but I think that happened. Man.
It's one of the downsides of casting the games. We don't get to watch the rest of them. Like, 4 games going on at the same time. We're missing 3 games all the time.
We're missing 75% of the event.
Or, well,
the group stages at least. Yep, then you find out which games are good, and then you go back and watch them in the time that you don't have because you're casting for 13 hours a day and sleeping for 8.
Yep. Well, actually sleeping for 5 because I still need to pack my bags and all that stuff. I actually, on Monday, I have the problem that I have to take Diego to my sister, and that's a 5-hour trip back and forth. Well, it's not 5 hours to get there, but like in total it's 5 hours, so I need to figure out how to fit that in. But yeah, we're gonna see Timbersaw, and I'm happy that this is a run right now, because this would be one of the games that you would probably want to watch back to see what DK exactly did with that Timbersaw. Shadow Demon and Treant Protector is the answer for LGD Gaming, banning out those 2 supports.
I like both of those bans. Shadow Demon is a hero that's always good against Beasts. Granted, they already have 1 disruption in OD. Double disruption is pretty good though. That makes Beastmaster very sad.
I'm thinking Doom. Why am I thinking Doom?
Doom is a hero that Tonku did break out onto the Chinese scene, so could see that it was banned last game.
Yeah.
So if a team
By
wants it,
LGD.
they are gonna pick it in this phase if either of them wants it. I think it's more likely that DK would take because Doom, in my opinion, fits best as a jungler.
Okay.
There's already a Chen for LGD, so.
Well, LGD, they're ticking into their bonus time, not really knowing what to do with this pickup of DK. I mean, to be fair, axes are pretty, or Aurora's pretty decent up against Timbersaw. Gyrocopter is their answer, okay. So nothing special. I think for LGD, like, their main strength normally is that they are able to play their own game no matter what their opponent does. So I'm thinking if they are able to still stick to their guns and not have a lineup that's gonna get disrupted too easily, they will still be able to get this, but just by picking up this earlier, sorry, go ahead.
They were not able to play their own game last game against Tree.
Yeah.
Because they gave that hero and their opponents a ton of respect, and because of that they were too afraid to play aggressively. And that's not what LGD is known for. They're known for being a calculated team, but they can be aggressive at the same time, and they just weren't at all the entire game.
But maybe that's the whole point of having a Timbersaw here. Just to make sure that LGD is gonna be maybe more cautious than normally would be, or, you know...
That's true.
Throwing them off guard that way.
Game.
Timbersaw off lane, Timbersaw mid, we've seen it all before.
Yep.
Tidehunter off lane, Tidehunter mid, we've seen it all before. I like it. I like it a ton. Tide support?
That is an option.
Oh.
You've got to consider all the options when you see something like that.
Well, we've seen it mid, we've seen it off lane, we've seen it as support, to be fair. That's true. We actually seen it as a carry as well, but it was a long time ago.
Yes. Oh, God.
That was
Back
awesome.
in the day, at the start of the Dota 2 beta, carry Tidehunter.
Was awesome sauce.
That was super annoying. Look at me, I have arcane boots and a refresher. I'm gonna have the entire screen twice. And there's nothing you can do about it.
No. Let's see what LGD has in store for DK, because they are thinking about this. They pick up the Bane. Nice one, a lot of disable in that one. Solo hero though, I mean they do have some team fight of course with the
They've got a lot of single target.
But yeah, and the Roar and the Fiend script there, it's pretty focused. And where's it, like, is Gyrocopter gonna be their only source of damage at the moment? Because he is best with his flak cannon and all that stuff, so... Okay. That's an OD Pugna combination. That's a page out of Quantic's book.
And that's a combo that is really strong.
Yes.
DK is going out of the box right now in a big way. They've got a lot of heroes that have a lot of spam abilities. Like Timbersaw obviously spams. Tidehunter can spam Anchor Smash. And Pugna obviously spams his little blast. Is another blast on towers, on creeps. So they get a lot out of this OD aura when they're grouped as 5. Or when any heroes around them, they can get a lot out of that aura.
And there goes the Shadow Shaman banned out. I mean, at this point, when all these heroes reach about level 6 to 8, and they start 5-man Dotaing, I mean, there's gonna be so many blasts coming out. It's gonna be very tough. Like, a team fight, to take on a team fight for LGD is not really ideal because, like we said, they mostly have single target, and they'll be up against a Ravage, a Sanity's Eclipse, a Chakram, and of course Nether Blast to add to that one. And on top of that, they can't even cast that many spells because Pugna will probably have his ward up as well.
The amount of magic damage coming out of DK's lineup is absolutely insane.
And can they pick up to punish that? What can LGD pick up to punish the lineup of DK?
Trying to think, and I don't have an answer, which isn't good.
It's not good for LGD. You are now in the captain shoes of LGD. You are there for the last pick that's supposed to save their team. What are you gonna pick?
10 seconds.
I don't know. Early on, this is just hard. You're looking at it like, okay, well, they want a team fight and they've got a pretty decent push going on
Keeper
here.
of the Light. But no, you can't have a Keeper of the Light.
You can cuddle offlane. It's possible.
Yeah, but LGD doesn't really do that.
I know people that do that. Like us.
Yes, I know you do, but you're kind of the only team that does.
True. Darkseer's available, he can combo with Gyro, but he doesn't combo with anyone else really. Beastmaster Axes, I guess. Or something. I just don't see any true answer for
Queen of Pain. Puck!
Yeah, but then you've got an offlane Pug and an offlane Beast, and both of those suck a lot.
But you can't just, in this case, you can't just go for
10 seconds.
maybe still Magnus actually.
5 seconds remaining.
Never mind.
Yep, they went Darkseer.
It's a good one.
DK's turn to pick.
Yeah, I think this game, DK, okay, I think they're gonna get a support right now, and then do an aggressive tri-lane. Potentially.
With what?
They could just, Pugna, Tidehunter, +1. Though they can match Timbersaw mid, match OD bottom against Darkseer, and that's 2 lanes 1.
Is it wrong of me to hope that DK Burning is gonna play the Timbersaw?
10 seconds remaining.
That would be super fun.
5 seconds.
Oh,
remaining.
super fun.
Super fun. Pun intended. It probably will be R2K on the Timbersaw, by the way, but
Reserve time.
yeah, we'll see. Reserve time also for DK, they still have a minute left. Planning on using it, maybe. Not only to decide what they're gonna do, maybe also how they're gonna do it and how LGD is gonna do things. Hello,
Wow.
Enchantress.
And like I said, support Tidehunter. You didn't believe me. It's happening.
I did believe you, I just hoped it wasn't true.
Yeah, you didn't believe me.
No, I believed you, for sure.
So, anyway, we've got Burning playing this OD.
Prepare for battle.
ROTK is picking up the Timbersaw. Super's on the Pugna. MMY on the Tidehunter. And QQQ on the Enchantress for DK.
Okay, and that means that we're gonna see Burning solo mid. Smoke's already picked up by both the Chen and the Enchantress. Actually, Enchantress is selling smokes and buying new smokes because it's cool. Just wanted us to know that he indeed has that smoke. On the side of LGD, at the Dire side, we're gonna see Yao playing the Darkseer, who will most likely go onto the off lane. DDC on the off lane at the moment as well, playing the Bane. He'll most likely ward and then back off again. In the mid lane, we have Zawade playing the Beastmaster. He, by the way, he has a ponytail. We have got DD playing the Chen. He'll be going into his own jungle, and Sylar playing the Gyrocopter, going to the safe lane
To battle.
to farm up. And it looks like we're gonna have DK playing safe as well. MMY only coming top to place that ward, now roaming back to bottom to go for a safe tri lane there, semi-tri lane with Enchantress in the jungle, of course. So we're only gonna have one lane where people are actually gonna meet each other. Actually, ROTK is gonna meet people. That's gonna be fun.
Yep. And DDC actually bought the smoke, then he dropped it. That way he wouldn't
The
get
battle
revealed with it.
begins.
Which is smart, because he doesn't know where the wards are
Where did he put
for
it?
LGD. I mean for DK. Yeah, he put it right on his high ground. And Chen's probably gonna grab it. He dropped it right over here.
Ah. I like it.
Yeah, dropping that on the ground is definitely smart. You don't want to let your opponents know too much information.
You are gonna go for a smoke. Aggressive ward already placed here for DK in the bottom lane, and Yao is gonna be fighting that. He picked up Iron Shell first, so no escape for him. In comes the slow as well, if need be. Actually, nope, never mind that. Yao is gonna be safe. QQQ will
And
just
Enchantress
go in.
doesn't want to waste slow there, because then he can't get a creep. And the cooldown of that ability is 30 seconds. It's pretty darn long to go without a creep just to get like 2 extra auto attacks in.
By the way, Super is in the Pugna. As if this is a farming Pugna. I like it.
That Pugna's a really good hero. If you can get up and Aghanim's BKB, which BKB this game isn't the greatest, does block a lot of magic damage at least. That Aghanim's is so good. Just being able to spam out your ultimate.
Oh, the gush will be there. He's still level 1. In comes the Centaur, and that should be first blood. Yao
Bottom tower.
is dead. QQQ with the kill. And Bjorn
Excellent work
gets
from DK
praise.
again. Yao caught being a little bit too aggressive.
Yep, in the meantime, RTK is still level 1 as well. He actually went for reactive armor as the first spell. I like it a lot. I mean, this basically means that he can always run away because he's just not killable. There's just not enough damage on the side of LGD.
Rocket Barrage will
although
do quite a bit of damage to him,
yeah, we
but
might have a smoke coming up with the Centaur there. That's gonna help out a lot. But no brain step yet either. In comes a Homo Missile. There's a Nightmare to set up for the Centaur stun. Rocket Barrage will be there as well. There's a bunch of creeps around there though, but RTK still will end up going down. Test of Faith helping out. And it's the Chen that gets the kill, so DD has himself a kill there.
both offlaners being aggressive and paying for it. Right now, Yao went into the jungle. He's like, I'm done with top. I'm gonna take some jungle. Let's see what LGD's response to this with their Chen is. Some teams either, when they need to use the jungle for their offlaner, they'll either push with a Chen, or they'll gank really heavy with a Chen on like middle lane and top lane. The two lanes that have heroes in it for their team. It looks kind of like he wants to gank, or kind of like he wants to push, but kind of like he doesn't want to push. He wants to try to get another.
Again.
Yeah.
In comes the Centaur, Rock Barrage here too, and there's this time no creep wave around there. RTK looked for a Timber Chain but can't find it and goes down for the second time this game. In the meantime, you remember when I said that actually QQQ went for, or he bought a smoke and then he sold it and he bought it again? He actually just bought two and gave one to MMY. So they have got two smokes up, they just haven't used it yet. They are pushing down the tier 1 tower a little bit. In the meantime, the bottom or the mid lane is going the way of Burning. No surprise there. I mean, OD versus Beastmaster, no surprise. 6-1 for Zoe, and Burning sitting on 19 for 10. So pretty big difference.
Big push coming on this bottom tower. This is a really, really scary mid-game lineup coming out of DK. They've got a lot of early push with Enchantress plus Pugna. Tidehunter is going to be huge before BKBs come up for LGD, as is Timbersaw. He does a lot of damage once he gets his levels going. And OD against no BKBs does a lot of work.
Yeah, that's a tier 1 tower going the way of Super.
I am a big fan of this lineup that DK drafted here. Just because it's really creative.
It is. Just a Pugna overall to combine with the OD later on is so powerful.
Yes. And some of the teams are starting to catch on, too.
Yeah, RTK is actually having a tough time. He's level 2. He doesn't really feel safe to go out anymore. I don't blame him because that Chen was really annoying. Chen is back inside the jungle though. And now it's with the Satire, so no extra disable. That would actually help RTK because now he can actually Timber Chain away.
Yep.
He is gonna
and
get
one of the
more.
few heroes that can just crush Timbersaw is Gyrocopter. He does so much magic damage so fast.
Well, that's what you get from picking up a Timbersaw at the second pickup in the game.
Yeah.
Top tower is under attack.
True.
Radiant structures
It's
are
kind of to be
fortified.
expected. Pugna picking up his Arcane Boots, so that's going to be helping him. Surprising choice, but apparently not really
Top tower is under
relying
attack.
on OD's Essence Aura.
No, Arcane Boots is standard on Pugna. I'm not surprised by that at all. You can't just rely solely on OD's aura and always being near him. You need to get your own mana regeneration as well.
MMY having boots for himself. I mean, I'm waiting for maybe a rotation coming off from Zhao 8, but he is not yet level 6. Something that Burning is, so he is indeed ahead there, so no surprise there. But once Zhao 8 is level 6, I'm gonna expect him to rotate top to try and get another kill up on RTK. But for now, in comes the Tornado and in comes MMY. They go for Zhao 8 themselves. He is level 6, but can't really do anything with it. However, I mean, he will die, but this might actually be good for him. And hear me out on this one, because now DK is aware that he's missing, but of course he's missing because he's dead. And
So he can go for a gank,
yeah,
yeah.
he can go for a gank and just be inconspicuous somewhere else. I think that would be a nice gank possibility for him. It's a shame he had to die for it, you know. That goes
Yeah.
without saying.
But hey, at least he has mana now, right?
Exactly. Oh, Yao searched himself away. Gets a bit of a clap there. That was an Enchantress creep, or Chen creep that got stolen by Enchantress rather. Gonna be the battle of the creeps.
That's always annoying when you're playing that matchup. The creeps getting traded back and forth, getting more and more HP from Chen's. Holy Persuasion.
Yeah, DD rune up on OD. Can't really go up on Yao though. Still a tower in between them. It's gonna make it go away if he can. But just harassing so far. RTK still level 4 here up on this top lane. And once we look at the Darkseer, he is middle, so he's level 5 right now, getting some extra experience right there. And he is together with Zhao 8. Zhao 8 has got, as you said, mana again. He's got that roar. Question is, when does he want to go in? When does he feel safe to go in? And actually, he should not feel safe to go in, because QQQ is around here. And that might actually be a bit painful should he indeed go. But we'll see. Nightmare on the top lane going for RTK. In comes Sylar with the home missile on the rocket barrage. And that should be RTK dead. There we go. Brain Sap with the last hit. DDC getting himself his first kill of the game and being involved in all 3 kills for him right now. So looking pretty solid for that one. MMY comes in to take the experience though.
Yeah, it's gonna be a solid solo experience for MMY, getting really close to level 6.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, mid. So 8 no longer having mana. Apparently the gank rotation didn't really work out as I planned it for him, but oh well. Having a bit of a tough time again. I mean, he has got basically nothing. He's got 17 last hits. His net worth is lower than that of the Enchantress. That's pretty sad.
Yep. That's what happens when you put a melee strength hero mid against OD. He just eats away all of their ints so they can't nuke and bottle crow. And then they can't get CS all of a sudden because OD hits for twice as much damage as them.
Yep.
That's stolen int. Well, not to say it's twice as much, but you know, when you have 20 to 30 to 40 damage advantage, it's really easy to outlast your opponent.
It is. That is very true. Still have Zoid hanging around in the mid lane though. He has got his mana back, he's got his roar up, has a haste rune in his inventory, sitting in his bottle. And now you would say like, okay, that's ganking potential right there. But who is he gonna gank right now? Where is he gonna go? Pick a target.
The best thing you could do is try to go onto super bottom, but even then Enchantress is all around.
Yeah, with 2 centaurs.
Enchantress might be looking to dive him on mid. Or just even push mid. They're grouping up as 5 mid right now.
Maybe this is what they were waiting for. Maybe this is how they beat Dignitas in 13 minutes. Just, you know, once they have their levels 6 to 8, I called it. Then just start 5-manning and...
Barrel straight down
Barrel straight down mid! Nothing can stop him now. Oh, well,
be like, hi, you guys
can.
can't actually fight us. Ooh, Miss Centaur stun there.
There's a Ravage. There's a Thanatos Eclipse. And there is a level 2 Essence Aura with mana boots to sustain them. They've got heals. They've almost got the mechanism ready.
Enchantress doesn't even need to go to the jungle to get creeps because there's a trend to bring creeps straight to the Enchantress.
How awesome is that?
They got all their bases covered.
They do back off after the tower though. So they don't continue going for it. Also, they lose a tower on the top lane in the meantime. RTK did rotate to try and stop that from happening, but not able to do so. Or maybe trying to delay it a little bit. So it's in the end a tower trade. Still gonna be 1 tower in favor of DK altogether because of course
Back
they got
up
that.
for Pugna now.
Oh, now they can continue going again. Oh, never mind. In comes a haste rune. Zhao 8 with the smoke up. Has got the roar. Looking for super. Finds him as well. In comes Yao. Nice ass from imprisonment. In comes a Ravage. Up on 3. Eclipse as well. Up on 2. Not doing as much damage though. Hand of God. Healing everybody of LGD back up. Zhao 8 getting sent back to base. And DD will be taking the fall here on the side of LGD. So 1 kill only going the way of DK. But enough to give them an edge. And actually, 1 kill also going the way of LGD because RTK dies again on the top lane. Solo kill for Sylar.
And DD panicked there after he saw that the Ravage and his Eclipse got dropped.
Not solo,
instantly sent home Zhao 8. Instantly. Zhao 8 was sitting there on like 80% HP with battle charges and haste ring. Like, why am I home? I want to fight.
It's a bit scared.
He already used roar.
Oh, DDC looking for Nightmare. He did get involved in the kill up on RTK, by the way. One interesting thing to note is that DDC has been involved in all kills, and all kills have actually been on RTK. He's the only one that died on the side of DK so far, and he's died 4 times, no less. It's kind of sad.
That is a lot of deaths for 1 player, but LGD has invested a lot in getting those kills on RTK. A lot of Chen's time, at least. And they got kind of lucky with creeps because they needed a centaur to be able to kill him pretty much, and they got a lot of centaur stomps on him.
Yeah, cooldown comes down. That's gonna be DDC going down. That's already 1 dead. The cooldown kinda being a nuisance here.
Yep.
Just annoying. LGD is hanging around though. They've got everything up again. Well, I'll say everything. They don't have the Hand of God just yet. They do have the roar. 500 gold till the mechanism is ready for Chen. 400 actually. Let's see if they can find something here. RTK coming here as well. Has got mana boots. He's level 6. Looks like DK really wants a tier 1 tower. And in comes the tornado. Annoying, annoying tornado. Should be buying space for DK to take down the tower. Creating space.
I'm surprised they don't have that creep closer to their creep wave. They could use that for that armor aura,
Radiant's bottom tower
which does stack with Bazzi.
They have it now for the armor, but they don't have the tornado anymore, unfortunately. It had to back off. Wow, LGD, they really want to take this fight. Ward already gets placed by the Pugna. Homo missiles getting destroyed. Blast there to push out. Nice chakram up on Sylar, doing a ton of damage, but he gets surged out of that one. DK have taken control of this top lane hereby. Forcing DK away, forcing LGD away. Whoa, that's gonna be Shen in a lot of trouble. In comes the chakram as well. DD gets ravaged upon. He's the one of the two targets that gets ravaged though. In comes Aurora up on Burning. Burning gets picked off. That is QQQ dominating still. Getting himself a kill as we see Pugna fall and LGD already getting 3 kills there. And now QQQ will see his dominating streak being brought to an end. Sylar with a double kill. The urn charge still ticking down, but he won't die from it. That is 4 for only 1 Chen. LGD. They make sure that DK pay for their aggression.
That was a spectacular fight from LGD. They were Burning overextended. He got roared for that and died because of it. Pugna wasn't close enough to him to be able to get a decrep off to try and save his life. So that was just a straight up dead Burning. Then Pugna realized, wait, I'm overextended too because Burning's dead now. Then he tries to decrep himself. It's too late. He's already dead. And the rest of the team just started to get picked off by the gyrocopter that nobody finished off, despite him being very low. And now Gyro's got a BKB, which is huge. Yeah. Now that he has a BKB, he doesn't have to worry about Ravage anymore. He doesn't have to worry about OD anymore.
Yeah, that Ravage also was maybe slightly too early.
I think the Ravage was fine. I think they just overcommitted afterwards in a big way.
Okay. You say kill Chen and back off?
There was a nice play from Yao, where he ran in, saw the Ravage coming, backed out barely enough, then goes back in and gets a really big vacuum wall off. And he had perfect wall positioning. I think Yao right there just won him that fight, or set them up to have a chance to win that fight. And the overextension from DK is what allowed LG to win. Yao, by the way, is going straight into a BKB. Looks like Beastmaster might be considering going for Necrobook this game.
Well, they're gonna get pushed upon. Perhaps it's not that bad of an idea. I mean, with all the AoE damage coming out, if he can make Pugna kill himself, more Necronomicon units, who knows?
Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Looks like LGD is planning for a smoke. Otherwise, they have got gathering here. Nah, smoke it is. They already drew on the minimap to go for Super on the bottom lane, but Super already backed off from that bottom lane. So let's see where they're gonna go now, because their options are kind of limited, unless they want to backdoor RTK, backstab. And we do see actually that drawing on the minimap. They are gonna try. They've got Sao 8 leading with the roar. Smoke up from DK as well, though. If they try to walk up the high ground here, they will find LGD. Smokes get broken.
Ooh, the creeps just got revealed.
Yeah, and DK now got there also, their smokes revealed. So that is everybody knowing where everybody is, and both teams therefore will probably back off, or at least will be just doing the normal thing, just defending their tower. And actually forced that forward, that's going to be an Astron Prism already there. Let's see if they can actually capitalize on that one. No, they cannot. And yes, I said that intentionally.
Regen Rune spawning top, getting banged out. Zhao 8 gonna go collect. No, Biao gonna collect. Maybe. Yep.
Yeah, and DK, I mean, they defend their tier 2, using a lot of effort for it, as in a lot of manpower. But LGD, same story. They used a lot of manpower to go for that smoke. Didn't end up getting anything with it. In the meantime, the gold graph is fairly even, only 1k gold in favor of DK, which is nothing at this minute into the game. Experience slightly the favor of LGD, but no surprise for that one, because of course they just won a major team fight on the top lane. And kills will get you that experience. DK is gonna try again though, 5-man mid. In with the push.
Their team is strongest when they are 5. There's no doubt about that. I know they wish they would have won a fight so they would have a little bit better levels right now, but...
QQ already took over the lightning to keep burning safe. From the sidelines, we could have DDC going for a nightmare or something. Oh, RGK is gonna find him though. He's actually gonna farm a bit with this chakram. Ping comes out, they know that the Bane is there. Bane comes in, goes for a nightmare. Will get taken over again by QQ. This time though, it might actually be hurting him more than anything else. Nice vacuum into the wall again. Ravage comes in. RTK will still go down. MMY getting picked off as well. That is 3 for 1 only so far. And Sylar with his BKB trying to find more targets. Test of Fate will kill you off if you are in that Decrepify. And burning the only target left alive for his team. Again, a 4-on-1 trade. Beastmaster, the only one that survives. And DK, once again with their 5-man lineup, not able to make it work for them.
Yeah, that was a really weird engagement from both teams. LGD followed up with Fiend's Grip on top of the Roar. That got astraled. And then DK still lost the fight because of burning their Sylar's fresh 10-second BKB. Sylar kind of... wow, burning. I keep missing... Alright, I need to take a chill pill. I'm mixing these two guys up. Burning pretty much whiffed Sanity's Eclipse there. He hit like the Chen Creeps and the BKB Gyro.
Awesome. But
he didn't catch the Bane. That was just barely out of range. Bane just... he was running towards the time to go heal, so he knew his time was done in that fight. And you know, just that fresh 10-second BKB on Gyrocopter with all the Gyro's magical damage was huge in that fight.
Yeah, and brilliant vacuum there, of course, as well with the flat cannon, rocket barrage, everything on top of that, and LGD. I mean, they've got a pretty decent team fight going on right there. To be fair, I mean, DK definitely, I mean, you have got your Sanity's Eclipse and your Chakram and your Blast and your Ravage, but apparently it's not enough to take down LGD. Not with the Hand of God there and a mechanism there as well to just heal that initial burst damage that DK can do.
And they need something to try and bait out this BKB from Gyro and then take a fight while his BKB is on cooldown. Because right now fighting against his now 9-second BKB is not really an option.
No.
After the way that these last two fights went, it really isn't.
Yeah, they can't just keep bashing their heads against the wall that won't budge. And that should be clear right now, because they tried it twice. Gold graph going away of LGD. Experience graph is going to be dropping down way farther though. Going towards the 7,500 experience in favor of LGD, and levels are starting to matter quite heavily now, because of course you've got those big team fights, ultimates for DK, but they're not yet level 2. While for LGD, they actually start to begin to get level 2. We've got a level 11 up on the Beastmaster, as well as up on the Darkseer. Tidehunter is still level 8. Level 9 still up on the Timbersaw. And of course there's going to be level 11 up on the Pugna and up on the OD. I mean, they are the two of the cores, the highest cores for DK at the moment. But LGD is really scouting out ahead. And level 14 for that Gyrocopter, who's going for a Butterfly. He's actually 3k gold higher than everybody else in terms of net worth.
Yeah. Gyro's gonna get out of control this game.
I think Sylar is having a fun game. Pretty fun game. LGD, of course,
last
I mean,
game.
yeah, for sure. I mean,
He did not have fun last game.
No.
That is fair.
He did not at all. So LGD on the right path to making it a 1-on-1 with this matchup. And DK, they're kind of looking for an answer. I mean, they went for a very unorthodox draft, to be fair. We have to give them credit for, you know, trying something this unorthodox up against a team such as LGD. But it's not really working out.
It really isn't. Not right now.
Double damage rune up on the Tidehunter because he hits so hard. Roshan actually being taken down by LGD. Not even attempted. I mean, this is a free Roshan for them with the medallion helping out. Up on Zhao 8. And nobody of DK coming in to check this. They don't have any wards up. And even if they could check this, I mean, would you think that they would fight that? They probably won't want to because of that previous 2 fights that didn't go their way.
But right now, Gyro, he's getting really close to the Butterfly. Once they get this tower on bottom, if he gets last hit, it's pretty much Butterfly complete. Ooh. Burning Living Life on the edge on bottom lane.
Yeah, he might not be living on the edge in a while, depending on if they were able to catch him out. The Hawk actually scouting him out. We have got a net coming out. from this Chen creep. In comes the surge up Yao. We'll be able to vacuum him back as well. There is a force staff still up on Burning though, and the Centaur actually missed his stun, I believe.
Yeah, they tried to vacuum into the Centaur stun and it just didn't work. And split push was coming out from DK, so LGD is like, hey, we're gonna go back instead of barreling down your bottom lane.
And Nightmare up on Super. DDC might still be able to get something here, helping out with MMY. Zawait still has the roar, goes up on it for the Tidehunter. And they should be able to get that kill. Actually, Fiend Script being used for that as well. Vacuum back in for QQQ. Test of Faith helps out, gives Sylar a kill. 2 kills going away with LGD. They do use 2 ultis on one support Tidehunter, but hey, with that, they know that they can push in freely without being worried about a Ravage.
That's Butterfly done, that's Gem picked up. There's a lot of core items coming out now for LGD. ROTK is doing his best to split push on top, but you're not the scariest hero when you're a Timbersaw that has to right click down a building.
Let's see what they can get next. Sylar might be slightly out of position, but not getting punished for it. They can't really do anything about it. Oh, in comes the Timber Chain. Also doesn't catch anybody though. LGD does back up. They could go for a fake back. Although
They don't want
really
to though,
have...
with Roar and Fiend's Grip on cooldown.
Yeah, and they don't have really
Those
that much mana up on Sylar either.
Those 2 ults are way too important. Chen's
Smoke up for
finishing
DK.
up a force staff. BKB done on the Darkseer. Necrobook being worked on by Beastmaster.
Pretty close actually. We might have Zawait in a little bit of trouble though. In comes the Astral Imprisonment. Rest comes in as well. They have that Ravage. LGD, they surge in. BKB turned on by Yao. In comes the cooldown. Misses everybody though, and this could be DK's time to go in still. They still have that Ravage. Knowing that the cooldown is on cooldown and the BKB on Yao used. They're actually not gonna go in. They find it enough to just force out those 2. Especially the BKB for Yao. That was his first 10-second charge. Wasted.
But yeah, Sylar still has Aegis, he still has BKB, so they know they can't fight. They are not strong right now.
I'm not gonna get forced to fight yet either. Or are they?
Burning, trying to catch.
Yeah, that's another Zawait getting Astral Imprisonment. This time, he might actually die. There he goes, and that's a gem on the floor as well. In comes the BKB. Sylar goes for RTK, who is able to pick up the gem. That's a BKB charge used again. And Sylar, of course, sorry, RTK, of course, I mean, he's an escape artist considering he's a Timbersaw, should be able to live, and he should be able to get himself away from that place. And that's gonna be DK, again, with another victory, this time with a kill, but also, again, with that BKB charge. 9 seconds BKB charge wasted for Sylar.
Yep. And if these keep adding up and he's down to 4 seconds, that could be a game changer. But I really don't think it's gonna get there with the way these games have been going today. Everyone's playing so slow methodically, that it's just doubtful that there's gonna be enough engagements to get it down to 4 seconds on this BKB. But at the same time, it goes both ways, because you might be able to get him to trigger it easier than normal. Because they're trying to be playing so carefully, right?
Because you're gonna assume that there's not gonna be that many fights, so...
Yeah. So let's say the OD just 4 staffs in and gives him a Astral. Tidehunter sitting right there, maybe he'll BKB, you never know.
Yeah, we got
So
the smoke
at
up by the way for LGD.
animation.
They're gonna try to come out from behind, but I don't think they'll be able to find anybody. I mean, DK is already going back to mid. And with Zawait now showing himself, that will mean that the rest of LGD is gonna be, well, basically DK now knows where everybody of LGD is, because otherwise Zawait wouldn't be that far out. DDC might be going for Fiend Script here, Nightmare first. Waiting for his teammates to come. Will there be teammates of DK to try and help out MMY? Otherwise MMY is so dead. In comes supports, cooldown as well. That's gonna be a Ravage use still. MMY still dies, and that's a whiffed Ravage. Well, I mean it still hits some people, but DK, they're not in position to follow up on that one. That's gonna be a free tier 2 tower.
Ravage being used means high ground's gonna get tanked. Gyro is about to lose the Aegis in about 45 seconds, however, they are gonna try to break high ground despite that, because Ravage's cooldown, that's the scariest thing that's holding them back.
Yeah. Zawait, MMY, a bit of a trigger happy type right there. We're gonna see Darks here with the tower gold. In the meantime, Pugna's trying to push on the tier 2 on the top lane. He knows he can't really be of any use here in his middle lane. He's not able to take down the tier 2, but he is able to force a TP out from Sylar. And that will stop the pushing from LGD. Again, they're playing it very safe as well. So that's gonna be them backing off. Waiting for another Roshan. Perhaps. Because it's gonna be reclaimed in 4 seconds.
I'm surprised that a tiny bit that LG didn't commit a little bit more there. But then again, they have not committed unless they're 100% sure it's going to work out in their best interest at all. This the whole tournament. Safe play is the theme of TI3 thus far.
Yeah, for our games anyway. I believe for some of the other games that was not the case. But we seem to have hit the jackpot in terms of safe games. Yes, are you feeling lucky today? Go to Vegas. Hitting jackpots there. It's way more fun, perhaps.
Jowig, get an invis. See if he goes hunting.
Yeah, let's see if we can find a good roar.
Get that buck 2 finished.
R2K is not the target that he wants to find though.
It could be though.
Top tower is under attack.
Oh, no, they're going for Burning on top. See if Burning stays around.
Well, there came pings out. I believe he was aware that people were coming for him, so he backs off. He's going for that side of ice. Leaves his tower to die. I mean, that's a tier 2 tower down again in favor of LGD. They still have all their tier 2s left standing. DK already lost 2 of their tier 2s. Only have 1 more left. Gold graph going towards the 7,000 gold in favor of LGD. Experience graph 7,500 in favor of LGD. I mean, that's kills for you. That happens that way. DK go for smoke up. They walk past the Hawk of LGD. I don't think that they smoked up in range of the Hawk, right?
It was close.
Wow. RTK finishing up his Bloodstone.
There weren't any pings though, so I don't think LGD is wise.
Ooh, coming from the low ground though, they find DD, or at least DDD finds them. And they're able to take a creep to at least one of them. 2 of them. 2 of them. That's a smoke wasted.
Yep. Good reaction on Chen. Sees him, instantly 4 steps the other direction, runs the whole way. It's a double stone with a centaur just to make sure that he's safe.
Yep. Gonna see Burning South of Ice perhaps soon, but I mean, with all these rotations that DK is doing, they're not farming as much.
Yep.
They're having both of their bottom and mid lane pushed out right now, so they need to be going back soon, especially if they don't want to lose their tier 2 bottom, but apparently they don't care too much about that one. There is still fortification if they want to save it. And they're actually TPing in to save it, but not too convincing of their willingness to keep their towers up.
Burning needs to get this Hex up really badly right now. Because with the Hex, that's their one chance at shutting down and killing this Gyro. Without a Hex, they are screwed. They can chain a Hex into a Ravage on him and multiple other allies of his, then they're golden. They have a lot of damage to follow through. But if they can't, there's no way to really kill him. They're not going to survive for his entire BKB duration, where he's getting all that flat cannon damage off.
Who in this game, by the way, are you gonna say, like, should be having the late game? LGD, right?
I definitely think the ball is in LGD's court. They can be aggressive if they want to be, they can be defensive if they want to be, and it's been that way ever since, I want to say, the second team fight of the game that LGD took.
Yeah, DK, I mean, they had a strategy, and we saw them trying it out, just 5-man pushing. And then losing 2 of those team fights, what is their plan right now? Farming up Burning? I mean, this is the second game today where we've seen OD played as a farming OD at this point. Well, he did start out mid, of course. Where he's just not able to get that mid-game dominance going.
There is a blink on Tide now. There's about to be a Hex on, Hex on Burning. There's about to be a Hex on Pugna. I think they might wait for the Pugna Hex, and then they're just committing.
Okay.
Or they just fought the smoke, they could go now as well.
Well, LGD
kicked
might
back.
be thinking the same things here, because they have grouped up as well. At least we'll try to go for the Roshan. Sylar already hanging around there. This is another free Roshan. And DK, can they actually try to go 5-man Dota when they know that their enemy team has got an Aegis?
They might. Sylar's about to pick up the Aegis. He's got a Satanic now to go along with the Butterfly.
Awesome.
So, you know, more items for him.
Looking pretty solid there.
They're definitely going to go straight to this bottom tower. DK knows this. QQQ places a ward to try and spot them.
Yeah, I mean, this is just LGD trying to close their death trap right here. I mean, they have got their claws in this game, for sure. They've got the control, as you said. They determine where, when, what happens. And they're going to try to make something happen on the bottom lane. Trying to force out DK to fight. And with that, hopefully, forcing DK to make some mistakes. Though, we might see a surprise coming up from DK. I don't think that LGD has had a chance to see MMY's Blink Dagger yet.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I don't think they saw it either. So,
Radiant's
this could
bottom
be
tower has
the surprise that they needed. But LGD, look at them. They're not taking any chances. They're back farming, getting all of their lanes perfect before they go into high ground. They do not want to give anything away to DK.
Again, I don't blame them for playing safe. I mean, this win would put them at the same level as DK again in a tie for the #1 position. And it's a pretty important one as well. I mean, these two are basic. Like, you get one for if you win your group stages, you get to choose your opponent, right?
Yep, between the 3rd and 4th, which is huge because you force the 2nd to maybe play against someone that beat them already.
Yes. So that's a pretty big deal. This first place. If they are indeed going for first place, which at the moment it's actually looking to be the case. Considering some of the results of the other favorites that were favorites for that top 4 position.
Hey, anything can happen though.
True.
It's only day 1.
It's only day 1. So
it's
many
only the
games.
beginning of day 1, jeez.
We're not even halfway through. That's actually quite scary that we're not even halfway through. We are about 30 minutes behind schedule.
From LGD. They're going for the high ground.
Yeah, at this moment though, Darkseer has his Hex now as well. So let's see. Oh, Mist already going the way of RTK. Mechanism keeps the creeps alive. Just sending the creeps in. Super! Wow! That's so much damage taken from him. That's was pretty painful. Flat Cannon MVP. Next
And that
time.
tower's almost dead.
Yep, and they didn't really commit that much to it either. I mean, that was just some hits.
They never commit too much. It's just Gyro attacking it because he has the Aegis.
Yeah, you can
The
do
way
that.
Eastern teams play.
Well, going in again. Now he gets Hexed though. This might be the chance for DK to burn that Aegis, but Sylar's still alive. Tower's still alive.
He might go use his Satanic and wait for the cooldowns. No, he's just going to TP and farm with a Satanic. 3 minutes still on Aegis.
They could go again in a moment. If they wanted to. I mean, Yao didn't even get to use his Hex that game, that fight. That's a bit of a shame. Agnim's being built up by Zhao 8. Let's see if we can find some new items. Doesn't look like it though. QQQ maybe still going for Agnim's. But still, I mean, he's not farming that well. And he can't really farm that well either because he needs to give his farm to Burning.
Yep.
And to Super. And in comes LGD again. I mean, they healed back off. Up. Let's go again while the Aegis is still fresh.
He got top lane in their favor again with the Satanic, and then hey, look, he's good to go again.
Yep.
What do you know?
Let's see how far I can get with the tier 3 right now. Waiting for the next creep wave, most likely. Courier in the meantime, getting himself the Demon Edge. I'm gonna assume an MKB.
Oh yeah, safe assumption. There's no way it's rapier.
Yeah, we are of course in the international.
Unless that there's some like massive turnaround, and in like 20 minutes you can only farm 3,800 gold total, so he's like forced to go into a desperation rapier. See that happening, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see how lucky he can get. BKB turned on now. Flat Cannon already forcing Super back, but he gets vacuumed back in. Super already down. Godlike streak for Sylar, chasing down RTK. I don't think that he is going to be able to kill off that one, but he will go back and try to kill off the Rex. Gets turned into a Piglet, but There's no damage coming out from DK that can actually stop Sylar at this point, and he still has that Aegis. In comes Burning, tries to do what he can, but gets forced back already. That's the melee Rex gone. LGD sitting very comfortably on this high ground. Now the BKB for Yao goes for the vacuum into the wall. Burning 4 staffs away, in comes the Ravage. But no follow-up. Again, Hand of God for LGD. Everybody looking still sharp apart from RTK, who does go down here. Styler trying to chase down Burning. Burning gets hexed, and Burning goes down. GG gets called. LGD managed to keep themselves on the top lane, or top lane, top score. Now evening up with DK again, both having 3 wins and 1 loss.
Good 1-on-1 for them.
Yeah. That was a pretty nice fight for LGD, to be fair.
Yeah, LGD's teamwork in all those fights was exceptional, and that was what set them apart that game. The first game, I just think DK had a superior strategy, and LGD had no idea how to react to that tree. But this game, LGD's teamwork was the thing that set them a step above DK.
Yeah, let's see our next matchup. I can't actually see what that is because I clicked everything away, or at least my browser died. But I believe it's Virtus Pro versus Orange. Liquid and Orange.
Liquid Orange.
Virtus Pro Orange is the last match of the day, my bad. Liquid and Orange coming up then, so stick around for that one, and we shall be right back. Don't go anywhere.